The night it happened, Nia Hart was on her knees, scrubbing marble floors in a luxury penthouse at Skyline Heights Residences in downtown Atlanta. Her feet hurt, her back burned, her hands were raw from bleach and hot water. She had been working since 6 a.m., and it was past midnight. She kept telling herself, just finish this last room, then go home. Then the alarm exploded through the penthouse, loud, sharp, like a siren inside her chest. Red lights flashed, doors locked. The smart home system shouted, "Security breach." Nia froze with a rag in her hand. She had never heard that alarm before. Her heart started racing. She stood up fast, almost slipping on the wet floor. A woman's voice came from the hallway, furious and panicked. "My necklace. It's gone. Somebody stole it." Nia stepped out and saw Evelyn Cross, the owner of the penthouse, in a silk robe, hair wrapped, eyes wild. Behind Evelyn stood her daughter, Brielle Cross, dressed like she was still at a party. Sparkly dress, heels in hand, mascara smudged, like she'd been crying or laughing too hard. 2 security guards rushed in. Then a tall man in a black suit entered, Miles Redding, head of building security. His eyes scanned the room like a scanner at the airport. Evelyn pointed toward Nia without even thinking. "She was in here all day," Evelyn snapped. "She's the only one who cleaned my closet tonight." Nia's mouth fell open. "Ma'am, I didn't." Miles cut her off. "Hands where I can see them." Nia lifted her hands slowly. Her throat got tight. She tried to speak, but the words stuck. Brielle folded her arms and stared at Nia like she was already guilty. "That necklace is worth almost $1 million, Brielle said, loud enough for everybody to hear. "My mom wore it to the gala. It was in the velvet case. Now it's gone." Nia's knees felt weak. She looked around, hoping somebody would say, "Wait," hoping somebody would ask, "Are you sure?" Instead, Evelyn's voice got colder. "Call the police," she said, "right now." Nia swallowed hard as Miles grabbed her wrist. And in that moment, the overworked maid didn't even know her life had just been split into 2 parts, before the necklace and after it. Police arrived fast, like the building had been waiting for this kind of drama. Nia sat on a couch near the kitchen while 2 officers stood over her, watching her hands like she might pull a weapon out of thin air. Officer Dante Willis asked questions with a tired face. His partner, Officer Kara Jennings, kept her eyes sharp and cold. "What's your full name?" Dante asked. "Nia Hart," she whispered. "Where do you live?" "Bankhead, West Side." Kara wrote it down like it was proof. Miles Redding stood nearby, arms folded, acting like a judge. "We reviewed the entry logs," he said. "No one entered except the cleaning staff." Nia looked up. "There were people in and out earlier," she said. "Caterers, a stylist, some delivery guy. I saw—" Evelyn Cross cut her off, voice hard. "Stop lying. Everybody was checked. My staff is trusted." Nia felt heat rise in her face. "Ma'am, I'm staff too." Brielle scoffed. "Not like that," she muttered. Nia's eyes watered, but she refused to cry. She thought about her little brother Trey, waiting at home, probably asleep on the couch because she'd been gone too long. She thought about rent, lights, groceries, life that doesn't pause for rich people's missing jewelry. Officer Dante leaned closer. "Do you have any reason to take it?" Nia stared at him. "I barely have time to eat. When would I steal a necklace?" Kara asked, "Do you have a bag?" Nia pointed to her small tote near the door. "That's my lunch bag and my phone charger." Miles grabbed it anyway. He dumped it onto the counter like he wanted something to fall out. A plastic spoon, a half-empty water bottle, a wrinkled uniform apron. Nothing else. Evelyn's face stayed angry. "Search her," she demanded. Nia's chest tightened. "Please, I didn't do anything." Kara guided Nia toward the hallway for a pat-down. Nia stood still, shaking inside, feeling humiliated. Brielle watched like it was entertainment. Then Evelyn's phone rang. She answered quickly, voice soft for the first time. "Yes, Mr. Holloway. Yes, I understand. Yes, it was insured." Nia caught that word, insured. Evelyn ended the call and looked at Miles. "If that necklace ends up on the street, the whole city will know. Handle this." Miles nodded. "We will." Officer Dante sighed like he already knew where this was going. "Ma'am," he said to Nia, "we're taking you downtown for questioning." Nia's heart dropped. "Downtown?" she repeated. Kara snapped handcuffs on her wrists. Cold metal, cold stairs, cold world. And all Nia could think was, How do you prove you didn't steal something you never touched? At the Atlanta Police Precinct, the lights were too bright and the chairs were too hard. Nia sat in a small interview room with a table bolted to the floor. Her wrists had red marks from the cuffs. Her uniform still smelled like cleaning spray. On the other side of the glass, she saw people walk past like her pain was normal. Like this happened every day. Officer Dante came in with a paper cup of water. "Drink," he said quietly. "You look like you're about to pass out." Nia's voice shook. "Am I going to jail?" Dante didn't answer fast. "Just tell the truth," he said. "That's all I can say." Kara entered right behind him with a folder. "We have a statement from Evelyn Cross," she said, "and building security. They say you were alone in the closet area." Nia leaned forward. "I wasn't alone," she insisted. "Her daughter came in twice. A makeup lady came in, and somebody else, some guy carrying a garment bag." Kara frowned. "Did you get his name?" Nia swallowed. "No, I wasn't supposed to talk to guests." Dante asked, "Did you see the necklace?" Nia shook her head hard. "I didn't even know what necklace until tonight." Kara slid a photo across the table. It showed a diamond necklace on a black velvet stand, shining like a car in sunlight. Nia's stomach turned. $959,000, Kara said. "That's not misplaced. That's stolen." Nia stared at the photo. "I don't even make that in my whole life," she whispered. Kara's eyes didn't soften. "Then why is it missing when you were there?" Nia's voice rose a little, not angry, desperate. "Because somebody set me up." Dante leaned back, studying her. "Set you up why?" Nia didn't know how to explain it without sounding crazy. She was just a maid. People didn't set maids up unless they wanted something bigger than blame. A knock hit the door. A lawyer walked in wearing a simple gray suit. Black woman, early 40s, calm eyes. She introduced herself fast. "I'm attorney Felicia Grant," she said. "Public defender." "Nia, I'm here now." Nia felt tears push up. "Thank God," she whispered. Felicia looked at the officers. "My client is exhausted. We're done talking without full evidence." Kara sighed like she hated that. As Felicia sat beside Nia, she lowered her voice. "Tell me everything," she said. "Start from the beginning." Nia took a shaky breath. "I clean for them," she said. "Every day. They treat me like air. Tonight they looked at me like I was a thief." Felicia nodded slowly. "They always look for the easiest person to blame." Nia's voice cracked, "But I didn't do it." Felicia leaned in. "Then we fight," she said. "And we do it smart." Nia swallowed hard. "How?" Felicia's eyes narrowed. "We follow the money." And that was the first time Nia realized this wasn't just a necklace story. The next morning, Felicia Grant met Nia outside on bail. Small bail, but still money Nia didn't have. Her church friend Deacon Roy paid it, shaking his head the whole time. "Nia, you're a hard worker," Deacon Roy said. "God sees you." Nia nodded, too tired to speak. Felicia drove Nia to her tiny office near Pond City Market. "We need a timeline," Felicia said, pulling out a notebook. "Who was there? What time? Who moved where?" Nia tried her best, describing every detail. The closet, the velvet box, the sound of heels, the way Brielle's friend group came in laughing, the stylist with rings on every finger, the man with the garment bag. Felicia's eyes stayed sharp. "That garment bag detail matters," she said. "Most people don't carry a bag like that unless they're hiding something." Nia rubbed her forehead. "They're acting like I'm already guilty." Felicia nodded. "That's because they want this to end fast." Nia frowned. "Why?" Felicia leaned back. "Because dragging this out means questions. Questions mean attention. Attention means the wrong people might see something." Nia swallowed. "Like what?" Felicia didn't answer right away. Instead, she made calls. She called the building manager, Mr. Lewis Corrigan, who acted nervous on the phone. "We already gave the police everything," he said. "Cameras, logs, everything." Felicia's voice stayed calm. "Then you won't mind sending us the camera footage too?" Mr. Corrigan paused. The footage is being handled by Mr. Redding." Felicia's eyes narrowed. "Miles Redding, security chief?" "Yes," Corrigan said quickly. "He's in control of all internal footage." Felicia ended the call and looked at Nia. "That's a problem," she said. Nia felt cold. "Why is that a problem?" Felicia tapped her pen. "Because the person who controls the cameras controls the story." Nia's phone buzzed. It was a text from an unknown number. "Unknown. Don't trust building security. They're protecting someone." Nia's stomach dropped. Felicia, she whispered, showing the phone. Felicia's eyes hardened. Okay, she said. Now we're getting somewhere. Nia's hands shook. Who would text me that? Felicia took a deep breath. Either someone is trying to help you, she said, or someone is trying to use you. Nia stared at the message, heart pounding. Outside, the city moved like normal. Cars, people, coffee shops, music from a passing car. But for Nia, nothing felt normal. Because now she knew one thing for sure. Court day came fast. Fulton County Courthouse was cold, loud, and full of people who looked like they had places to be. Nia sat beside Felicia at the defense table, wearing her only nice blouse. Her hands wouldn't stop shaking. Across the room, Evelyn Cross sat with her private lawyer Howard Baines, a man with a perfect suit and a face that never showed emotion. Brielle sat behind them, whispering to a friend like it was a show. The prosecutor, ADA Monica Steele, stood and spoke like she was reading from a script. Your Honor, Monica said, the defendant had access to the closet. The necklace disappeared. The value is $959,000. We believe she intended to sell it. Nia's chest tightened. Felicia stood calmly. Your Honor, there is no physical evidence. No necklace found, no fingerprints, no pawn record, no sale. Only assumptions and bias. Evelyn's lawyer smirked. Howard leaned toward Monica and whispered something. Monica nodded. Then Monica turned toward Nia. Miss Hart, she said loud, how many times have you worked in that penthouse? Nia swallowed. Almost every day. Monica raised an eyebrow. So you know where things are? Nia shook her head. I know where cleaning supplies are. A few people laughed softly. Monica pressed. You're telling this court you never noticed a nearly $1 million necklace? Nia stared down. I don't live in that world, she said quietly. I clean it. Silence hit the room. Felicia's eyes flicked to Nia like she was proud. The judge, Judge Alton Price, leaned forward. Counsel, he said, do you have surveillance footage? Monica responded quickly. Building security has provided logs, Your Honor. Felicia stepped in. We requested full footage. We were told it's controlled by the building's security chief. Judge Price frowned. Then I want it, he said firmly. This case will not move forward on vibes and guesswork. Evelyn's face tightened. Brielle rolled her eyes. Nia caught Miles Redding in the back of the courtroom. He stood with his arms folded, watching like a man guarding a secret. As court ended, Nia walked out and heard someone hiss her name. Nia. She turned and saw a young woman standing near the hallway, hood up, eyes nervous. Black woman, early 20s, she whispered fast. I clean there too, the girl said. My name is Kiara. I saw something that night. Nia's heart jumped. What did you see? Kiara's voice shook. Not here, she said. Somebody's listening. And just like that, the case got heavier, because now Nia had a witness. Felicia met Kiara at a small diner in East Atlanta Village, the kind of place with cracked booths and loud coffee machines. Nia sat across from Kiara, watching her hands tremble around a cup of tea. Kiara kept looking at the door. Felicia spoke first. Kiara, you reached out. That means you want the truth out. Kiara swallowed. I do, but I'm scared. Nia leaned forward. What did you see? Kiara took a deep breath. That night, I was cleaning the guest hallway, she said. I saw Brielle's friend, this dude named Jace Whitman, come out the master closet area. Nia frowned. Jace? Kiara nodded. He was wearing a designer jacket, acting like he owned the place. And he had a garment bag. Felicia's eyes sharpened. Same detail Nia mentioned. Kiara continued, voice low. He looked nervous, like he was rushing. Then Miles Redding came up behind him. They spoke fast, like they didn't want anyone to hear. Nia's heart pounded. What did they say? Kiara shook her head. I couldn't hear all of it, but I heard Miles say, just get it out the building. Silence dropped like a brick. Felicia leaned back slowly. That's big, she said. Kiara's eyes watered. Then, later, when the alarm happened, I saw Miles pull Evelyn to the side, like he was coaching her, and Evelyn pointed at Nia right after. Nia's throat tightened. So they planned it. Kiara nodded, breathing fast. I think they needed somebody to blame. Somebody easy. Felicia asked, why would they do that? Kiara hesitated. I heard rumors, she whispered, about insurance, about some money Evelyn needed fast, about a lawsuit she was trying to avoid. Nia's stomach turned. Insurance? Felicia tapped her pen, thinking. A $959,000 necklace, insured, reported stolen, you get the payout. Nia's eyes widened. So they used me like a shield. Kiara wiped her face. If I testify, they'll come for me, she said. Felicia's voice was firm. I can protect you, she said. We'll file for witness protection measures, but you must tell the truth. Kiara nodded slowly. As they stood up to leave, Kiara grabbed Nia's hand. I'm sorry, she whispered. I should have spoken sooner. Nia squeezed back. You speaking now is enough. Outside the diner, Nia's phone buzzed again. Unknown. Miles is deleting footage. Move fast. Felicia read it and her face turned hard. We're running out of time, she said. Nia stared at the street, heart racing, because if Miles erased the footage, the lie would win. Felicia filed an emergency motion the same day. By evening, they were back in court, asking the judge to force Skyline Heights to release all surveillance footage. The building's lawyer appeared, smooth, smiling, dangerous. Attorney Raymond Pike, hired by Evelyn's team, stood like he was ready to spin anything. Raymond told the judge, Your Honor, the footage from that hallway is unavailable due to a system error, a power surge. Felicia's eyes flashed. Convenient, she said. $1 million necklace disappears and the cameras just fail? Raymond shrugged. Technology fails. Judge Price frowned. Do you have any backup? Raymond hesitated. No, Your Honor. Felicia stepped forward. We have reason to believe footage was deleted intentionally. Raymond smiled thinly. Based on what? A feeling? Felicia didn't flinch. Based on a witness, Your Honor, she said, and based on the fact that only one person has full access, Miles Redding. The courtroom murmured. Miles stood in the back, face blank. Judge Price looked at Miles. Mr. Redding, he said, you will provide your access logs, today. Miles's jaw tightened. Yes, Your Honor. After court, Felicia pulled Nia aside. We need something stronger than words, she said. Something that forces the truth into the light. Nia's voice shook. Like what? Felicia looked at her. Money leaves trails, insurance leaves paperwork, and rich people leave mistakes. That night, Felicia met with a private investigator she trusted. Ramon Rome Booker, a black man with tired eyes and a calm voice. Rome used to work internal fraud cases for big companies. He hated lies. Rome said, if this necklace claim is insurance fraud, there's a paper trail. Claim forms, call logs, adjuster notes. Felicia nodded. Find it. Rome smiled slightly. I already started. Nia stared at him. How? Rome pulled out a screenshot. Evelyn Cross called her insurance broker the morning after the theft. Not the police. The broker. Nia's stomach flipped. That's not normal. Rome nodded. Nope, and there's more. He leaned in. Brielle's boyfriend, Jace Whitman, he's been in trouble before. Small scams. Fake luxury items. He's hungry. Nia's heart pounded. So he did it? Rome held up a hand. Maybe, but we don't jump too early. Felicia nodded. We wait until we have the clean shot. Nia stared at the courthouse doors as they walked out into the night. She felt small, but not powerless anymore. Because somewhere out there, hit like a punch. Rome Booker called Felicia at 2 a.m. I found something, he said, and it's ugly. Felicia met him in a parking garage downtown. Nia came too, wearing a hoodie and fear. Rome handed Felicia a folder. Evelyn's finances are shaky, he said. She's facing a civil suit, big one. She needed liquid cash fast. Nia whispered, so she used the necklace. Rome nodded. Her policy would pay out, if it was stolen. Felicia asked, what about the necklace itself? Rome exhaled. That's the part. The necklace was last appraised by a jeweler in Buckhead, Galleria Lux Jewelers. The appraiser is Mr. Stephen Monroe. Felicia frowned. So? Rome leaned in. Stephen logged a private inspection 2 weeks ago. The necklace came in, but not with Evelyn. Nia's eyes widened. Then who brought it? Rome flipped a page. Brielle Cross. Nia felt dizzy. Brielle had it? Rome nodded, and Stephen noted the necklace had a loose clasp, something about a repair request. Felicia's eyes narrowed. A repair request could be a cover. Rome continued, and guess who was with Brielle at the jeweler? Jace Whitman. Nia's mouth went dry. Felicia spoke slowly. So the necklace may have been switched before the theft even happened. Rome nodded. Exactly. Real necklace disappears quietly. A fake gets staged. Then the theft is reported. Then insurance pays. Nia whispered, and I was the fall guy. Felicia nodded. Yes. Nia's eyes burned with tears. How do we prove it? Roan smiled, tired but confident. Stefan has security footage. The jewelry store has cameras, and Buckhead cameras don't accidentally fail. Felicia's face lit up, like she finally saw the door out. Get it, she said. Now. Rome nodded. Already requested. As they walked back to their cars, Nia's phone buzzed again. Unknown. Brielle is panicking. Someone is turning on someone. Felicia stared at that message. We're close, she said. Nia looked up at the city lights, heart pounding. She still hadn't slept right in days. She was still scared, but now she felt something else too. Hope. Because when the truth comes out, it doesn't just clear your name. It shows everyone who the real thief is. 2 days later, the courtroom was packed. Word had spread online. Maid accused of stealing $1 million necklace. People loved a dramatic headline. Nia sat still, hands folded, eyes tired. Felicia sat beside her with a calm face, but Nia could tell she was ready to swing hard. Across the room, Evelyn Cross looked irritated, not scared, like she still believed money would protect her. Brielle sat behind her, wearing sunglasses indoors, trying to hide nerves. Jace Whitman wasn't there. The prosecutor, Monica Steele, stood up confident. We are ready to proceed, she said, like she already saw the win. Felicia stood. Your Honor, we have new evidence, she said. Monica frowned. Evidence? Felicia nodded. A third-party surveillance source, a jewelry store, and a witness. The room shifted. Evelyn's lawyer, Howard Baines, stood up fast. Objection. Judge Price raised a hand. Denied. I want to hear it. Felicia turned toward the court doors. Bring in Mr. Stefan Monroe. Stefan walked in. Black man in his 40s, neat suit, nervous eyes. He held a flash drive like it weighed 100 pounds. Felicia asked, Mr. Monroe, do you recognize this necklace? Stefan nodded. Yes, the cross necklace. Felicia asked, who brought it to your store 2 weeks before the alleged theft? Stefan swallowed. Ms. Brielle Cross. A loud murmur hit the courtroom. Brielle's head snapped up. Evelyn turned and stared at her daughter, confused and angry. Felicia asked, was she alone? Stefan hesitated, then said it. No, she was with Mr. Jace Whitman. Evelyn's face went tight. Monica's confidence slipped a little. Your Honor, Judge Price leaned forward. Let her continue. Felicia held up the flash drive. Your Honor, we have video footage. Howard Baines stood again. This is outrageous. Judge Price slammed his gavel once. Sit down. Nia's heart pounded so hard she thought it might burst. Felicia looked at Nia briefly and nodded like, we got this. But Felicia didn't play the footage yet. Not yet. Because she wanted maximum impact. She wanted the lie to collapse in front of everybody. Felicia turned back to the court. Before we play this, she said, I want one person in this room to understand something. Her voice got calm and sharp. Nia Hart was never the thief, she said. Evelyn's eyes narrowed. Then where is my necklace? Felicia looked straight at Brielle. That, Felicia said, is the question that will shock everyone. And the whole room held its breath. Felicia finally pressed play. The courtroom screen lit up with clear jewelry store footage. Buckhead cameras. High quality. No system error. The video showed Brielle Cross entering Galleria Lux Jewelers with Jace Whitman. Brielle carried a black velvet case. Jace walked close behind her, smiling like a man who thought he was smart. Stefan Monroe appeared on screen, opening the case. The necklace glittered under bright lights. Then the footage jumped to a private back counter view. Still camera angle, still clear. Jace leaned in too close. His hand blocked part of the frame for a second. When it cleared, the necklace was back in the case, but something looked off. The clasp, the shine, it looked slightly different. Felicia paused the video. Mr. Monroe, she asked, what happened after that visit? Stefan swallowed hard. Brielle asked for a repair hold, he said, but she didn't pick it up through normal process. Felicia nodded. Meaning? Stefan's voice shook. Meaning she asked to take it early. She said her mother needed it for a gala. The prosecutor Monica looked lost now. Felicia played the next clip, building lobby footage from Skyline Heights. It showed Jace entering the building the night of the gala with a garment bag. It showed Miles Redding meeting him, speaking quickly, then guiding him toward the service elevator. The courtroom went dead quiet. Felicia turned to the judge. Your Honor, this is a swap and stage, she said. A setup, a planned theft to trigger an insurance payout. Evelyn stood up screaming. That's a lie. Judge Price banged the gavel. Sit down. Brielle's face went pale. She started crying. Mom. Evelyn snapped, shut up. Felicia looked at Nia, then back at the court. Nia Hart was overworked, she said. She was exhausted. She was a convenient target. They used her because they thought nobody would fight for her. Officer Dante Willis looked down, ashamed. Miles Redding tried to slip toward the door. 2 deputies blocked him. Judge Price's voice turned hard. Mr. Redding, you are not leaving. Monica Steele swallowed. Your Honor, the state moves to dismiss charges against Ms. Hart immediately. Nia's breath stopped. Tears filled her eyes. Felicia squeezed her hand. You're free, she whispered. But the shock didn't stop there. As deputies moved toward Evelyn and Brielle, Jace Whitman was shown on another clip. Pawnshop camera footage, trying to sell a diamond necklace 2 states away. The room gasped. Evelyn's mouth opened, silent. Brielle collapsed into her chair, sobbing. Nia stood slowly, shaking, tears falling now, not from fear, from release. And as she walked out of that courtroom, people stared at her differently. Not like a maid, like a survivor. Because everybody came in thinking she was guilty, and everybody left shocked by the truth.